Hey traveler, welcome back to Top Insights, a cozy, dimly lit coffee shop in Bangkok, Thailand, at dusk. The hum of evening traffic and faint chatter of locals set a vibrant yet tense mood, perfect for unraveling a dramatic tale of tourism gone wrong. The faceless narration keeps the focus on vivid storytelling, with ambient city sounds and subtle background music to amplify the emotional stakes. Golden beaches, bustling night markets, ancient temples glowing under the sunset. Asia's been the ultimate travel dream for millions. But what if I told you some of these iconic destinations are teetering on the edge of collapse? Tourism, the lifeblood of so many countries, has taken a brutal hit, and the fallout is wilder than you'd ever guess. From empty resorts to ghost town markets. We're diving into 10 Asian countries facing a tourism crisis so bad their economies might just implode. Buckle up, because this is going to get intense. 1. Thailand. Thailand's beaches and Bangkok's nightlife used to pull in millions, but over-tourism, skyrocketing costs, and recent natural disasters have scared travelers away. Phuket's once packed Patong Beach, it's a shadow of itself. Hotels are slashing prices, but nobody's biting. The Thai baht's taking a nosedive, and local vendors are packing up. What would you do if your favorite vacation spot suddenly felt like a ghost town? The government's scrambling, but is it too late? 2. Maldives. Those overwater bungalows in the Maldives scream luxury, right? But rising sea levels and fewer tourists are drowning this island nation. Resorts are half empty, and locals who depend on tourism jobs are out of work. The Maldives economy is 80% tourism. Imagine that collapsing. With climate change and travel bans hitting hard, this paradise might literally vanish. Could you still book a trip knowing it might fund a sinking ship? 3. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's tea plantations and ancient ruins used to draw crowds. But political unrest and fuel shortages have made it a no-go zone. Tourists aren't coming, and locals can't even afford basics. The country's already defaulted on its debt. Yep, it's that bad. Markets in Colombo are eerily quiet, and tour guides are begging for work. Can this island bounce back, or is it game over? 4. Nepal. Climbing Everest or trekking the Himalayas sounds epic, but Nepal's tourism is in freefall. Post-pandemic travel restrictions and global economic fears have left trails deserted. Sherpas who rely on guiding tourists are struggling to feed their families. Kathmandu's vibrant Thamel district, it's like a zombie movie set. If you were a Sherpa, would you keep waiting for tourists or move on? 5. Philippines. The Philippines' 7,000 islands are Instagram gold, but stricter regulations and fewer flights have gutted tourism. Boracay's white sands are empty, and small businesses are folding fast. The pesos, wobbling in coastal towns, are losing hope. The government's pushing sustainable tourism, but locals say it's just talk. Is this tropical dream fading for good? 6. Indonesia. Bali's been the ultimate escape, but over-tourism, backlash, and environmental damage have tourists rethinking their plans. Plastic pollution's choking the beaches, and locals are fed up with rowdy foreigners. With fewer visitors, Bali's economy is tanking, and even sacred sites like Ubud are losing their charm. Would you still visit a place where locals don't want you there? 7. Vietnam. Vietnam was the backpackers' haven. Chep Pho, stunning. Ha Long Bay, vibrant. Hanoi, but rising costs and regional tensions have slashed tourist numbers. Hostels are closing, and street food stalls are struggling. The government's trying to pivot to luxury tourism, but will it work before the economy crumbles? Vietnam's fighting to stay on the map. 8. Cambodia. Angkor Wat's mystical vibe used to pull in millions, but Cambodia's tourism is in shambles. Political instability and global travel fears have left Siem Reap a ghost town. Tuk-tuk drivers are out of work, and ancient temples are eerily quiet. Cambodia's economy leans hard on tourism. Without it, what's left? How would you feel visiting a place where the locals are struggling to survive? 9. Myanmar. Myanmar's golden pagodas and untouched landscapes were just starting to shine before political chaos hit. Tourism's basically non-existent now, with sanctions and safety warnings keeping travelers away. Locals who invested in guest houses are bankrupt, and the kiosks worthless. Myanmar's on the brink, and the world's barely noticing. Can it ever recover? 10. Laos. Laos, with its sleepy Mekong river towns and lush jungles, was Asia's best-kept secret, but underdeveloped infrastructure and a tourism slump have hit hard. Luang Prabang's night markets are empty, and locals can't afford to keep businesses open. Laos' economy is tiny without tourists. It's a disaster waiting to happen. What's one hidden travel spot you'd hate to see disappear? These 10 countries aren't just losing tourists, they're losing their economic backbone. Jobs. Markets. Entire communities are collapsing. And it's not just about money. It's about culture, identity, and survival. Tourism's a double-edged sword. Too many visitors can ruin a place, but too few. That's a death sentence for some. The question is, can these nations reinvent themselves before it's too late? Which of these countries would you try to visit? To help out, and why? The sun's setting on some of Asia's most iconic destinations, but there's still hope. Governments are throwing money at campaigns, locals are adapting, and travelers like you could make a difference. But it's a race against time. These countries need tourists to survive, but they also need to fix what's broken: pollution, over-tourism, instability. It's a wild ride, and the ending's not written yet. So what do you think? Which of these places would you visit to help keep their story alive? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share your dream travel spots, and let's get this conversation going. Hit that like button if this blew your mind, and subscribe to the channel for more travel insights that'll keep you hooked. Let's explore the world together before it's too late.